All right, Nick, let's talk about the Miami Dolphins. Big game coming this Sunday early in the morning over in Frankfurt, Germany. Huge game. Don't know why it's in Germany, but nonetheless, it is there, and we have to deal with what is being thrown at us. And I think the Dolphins and Vic Fangio in particular has a really good plan how to combat the Chiefs and get the game going in their direction, no matter where it is. I think we have a great article. Let's jump into it and we'll talk about it on the other side. Of course, we all know Jaylen Ramsey came back last week from injury versus New England, played very good, 90.0 PFF grade in that game. So back to form, it looks like, he is still the same player he was before injury. But Nick, this from NBC Sports says Dolphins defensive coordinator Vic Fangio used to be the head coach in Denver, so he saw a lot of Chiefs tight end Travis Kelce over the years. That history means he knows what a big task his defense will have when it comes to slowing down Kelce in this Sunday's matchup between the teams. Fangio isn't sharing all of his plans for the game, and he isn't closing the door on the idea that cornerback Jaylen Ramsey could be spending part of the day covering the tight end. He lines up all over the place, so occasionally that could happen with him and Jaylen, Fangio said. He's tough. He's a great tight end. He runs really good routes. Him and the quarterback have great karma together, especially as the play extends. He's tough to stop totally there, and he's caught over 100 balls in how many years in a row, so nobody's figured that out. Ramsey was also asked whether he'll be covering Kelce during his Friday press conference, and he said, "We'll see." So that will be one of many things to watch for in the Frankfurt game on Sunday. Now, obviously, the Dolphins aren't going to come out and say, yeah, we're going to blanket Kelce all game with Jaylen Ramsey, because you don't want to tip your hand too much. But it seems that is part of the game plan, at least for some of the game, Nick, for Jaylen Ramsey to come out and try to shut down Travis Kelce early. We all know these overseas games, they kind of move a little bit slower. Everybody's clocks are off, the rhythm's off. So if you can control this Chiefs offense, I think the Dolphins will have a very good time potentially winning this one, because I think their offense is primed to have some big plays, potentially get some quick scores. So slowing Kelce down, slowing the Chiefs offense down would be ideal. And I'm curious what you think about this, Nick. But we have some questions for the fans first. We're talking about the game. Let us know. What do you think the score is going to be in the comment section below? Dolphins, Chiefs in Germany. Let us know the score in the comments below. And Nick, before we hear from you, I'd like everyone to remember to stay tuned to the end of this video. If you're looking for a perfect gift for that special someone in your life, one of our partners has a great opportunity for you. So make sure to stay tuned to end of today's video. But Nick, nonetheless, what are your thoughts on the Dolphins going to Germany?
So I think the smart move in this case is to really commit to one strategy. And based on what you're kind of hearing, right, whether it's from Ramsey or Fangio, you can kind of read between the lines. Either Jaylen Ramsey is going to be 100% on Travis Kelce, or is going to have nothing involved whatsoever, and this is a complete smokescreen. I think it's going to be a lot of Ramsey on Kelce, because the Dolphins understand at this point in the season, looking at where they're sitting, they're like, okay, if we want the number one overall seed in the AFC, right, which is where they realistically have a chance to go, you have to beat Kansas City. Because if you fall behind Kansas City and fall 2 games behind, right, a game behind plus the tiebreaker, I should say, you're going to be in a bad situation, especially since the Chiefs have a much easier division than the Dolphins and a little bit easier schedule down the stretch. So this is more of a big opportunity for the Dolphins. It's also a chance to see if they can figure out the strategies that'll work in the playoffs. And I think one of the things people forget about big games, especially involving the playoffs, is no matter how smart you are as a coach, how creative your schemes are and things like that, a lot of it just comes down to matchups. Can your guy cover their guy? And this is a game and an opportunity for the Dolphins to figure out if some of their guys can cover some of the Chiefs guys. And the big question when it comes to defending the Chiefs is, can anyone cover Travis Kelce? I think now is the chance to put Jaylen Ramsey on much as Kelce as possible. I think that's exactly what Fangio is trying to do. Basically, he's just trying to create 2 separate games. I feel like a one-on-one game between Kelce and Ramsey, and then a 10-on-10 between the other guys on the field. And that makes sense, right? One of the things you can't do if you're going to beat Kansas City, you can't let Travis Kelce absolutely dominate you and beat you. Honestly, that's why the Chiefs are 6-2. Their defense has been a little bit better than expected, but their offense at times has been a little anemic. They've beaten teams because Kelce has been absolutely redunculous this season, as he almost always is. Finding a way to limit or even just mitigate Kelce is how you beat Kansas City. And I think that's exactly what the Dolphins are doing here. I think Jaylen Ramsey, getting him back, Now is the time to test out the strategy that you think will beat them potentially in the playoffs. But you don't want to leave too much in the holster either, because like I said, you got to win this game to get the number 1 overall seed most likely. I think we're in a very interesting situation. I think Fangio has the right approach, focusing on Kelce. And that's why you bring in a guy like Vic Fangio, right? A veteran savvy, great defensive coordinator who's thinking about what he needs to do to beat the good teams, to beat the championship teams. Belichick always says it, right? You got to take away what the other team does best. Kelce is the variable that no one seems to figure out for the Chiefs offense. I'm curious to see what the Dolphins' plan is to stop it, but I think the easiest solution is right in front of everybody. It's what we're talking about. Make it a one-on-one game between Ramsey and Kelce, and I think that's advantage Miami, as good as Kelce is.
Yeah, Nick. And if you go through it line by line, it really does make sense. I like what you're saying here because you look at the game versus the Broncos. Kelce, 58 yards. They lose that game. You look at the game versus the Chargers, 179 yards by Kelce. They absolutely torch them. Then you even go to the week before that versus the Broncos. Once again, 124 yards by Kelce. They win that game. So it's almost as if the Chiefs go as if Travis Kelce goes, especially on the offensive side of things. And I really think the Dolphins are onto something here. If they can limit Travis Kelce, if they can use Jaylen Ramsey to do that, it'll be great for this game. But as you said, this will be a great test for the eventual probable meeting in the playoffs.
Are you tired of buying the same old gift for your significant other every holiday season? Do you want to be a little bit more creative this time around? Well, we have the perfect no-brainer gift for the holidays for your mom, girlfriend, wife, or sister.
We've partnered with a company that helps women upgrade their style and wardrobe. Give the special lady in your life the gift of feeling like they are in style and luxury with one of the 3 great services and products, including color and body type analysis, inspirational color guides, curated capsule wardrobes, or if you can't decide, they also have gift cards.
Get this gift now so that way you can enjoy the rest of the football season without having to figure out what the heck you're going to get for Christmas. Use our discount code SMI15 for 15% off any order. Big discount there. Or see the link on the screen or in the description box below.